Welcome back from an ad break. We will continue with our exam prep or final exam prep, grade 10 business studies, paper number 2. So now we are on question 3. Question 3 is the business rules. Don't forget business rules. There are 3 topics under business rules. All right, 3.1 says identify the criteria for successful team performance from the scenarios given below. So there are scenarios, you just have to identify. So here's scenario number 1. Team members can perform only if they know exactly what is expected of them. So now identify the criteria for successful team performance. So you have to know the criteria. You just identifying, you're not explaining. Identify the criteria. Which criteria do you think is this one? Team members can perform only if they know exactly what is expected of them. I hope you have the answer right now. Right, here is our answer. Clear objectives and agreed goals. You have identified. We did not explain. We just identifying. Remember, action verbs, very important. Right, 3.1.2. It says teams should have good relations with other teams in an organization. So again, identify the criteria. Teams should have good relations with other teams in an organization. So what do you think is the correct answer for this one? All right, there's the answer, sound interrelationships. So those are the 2 answers we have identified. We did not explain. So that is a bit lower order question. Right, 3.2, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Green car manufacturer is in a hurry to make the transition from combustion to electric motors. Employees are requested to first generate ideas and then share them with other group members. The manager also contacted design experts to complete a questionnaire on how to change the design. We're moving on to the question. Identify 2 problem-solving techniques used by green car manufacturer. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. Remember, when you quote, you take word for word. But firstly, you need to identify it. How many? 2. You are given the number. So should you identify 3 or more than 2, then the first 2 will be marked correct. But the last, they are not correct. Will not even mark. Right, identify 2. I'm going to go through to the scenario again so that you can check. Identify how many? 2. 2 problem-solving techniques. Employees are requested to first generate ideas, then share them with the other group members. The manager also contacted design experts to complete a questionnaire on how to change the design. I'm sure you've seen the answers already. Right, 2. Right, now let us show the answers and see if you are correct. Right, we've got nominal group technique, but nominal group technique needs to have a motivation. And how do you motivate? By quoting. What do you know about quoting? You take it as is from the scenario. Right, motivation. Employees are requested to first generate ideas and then share the idea with another group. All right, remember they said 2. The second one is Delphi technique. All right, what is the motivation? The manager also contacted designer experts to complete a questionnaire on how to change the design. All right, let's move on to question 3.3. I hope you can see how easy these answering these questions are, especially if you're going to pay attention to what? To the action verb and answer accordingly. 3.3 says, discuss the advantages of creative thinking in the workplace. Discuss to ensure full marks. Discuss, don't just name. Discuss, don't just list. Don't give vague answers. Don't give one-word answers. Discuss. So you're writing in full. So what are those advantages of creative thinking? Don't forget, the minute you see the word discuss or explain, full sentences and you're writing in point form. Don't forget that. I will not stop emphasizing that. Point form. Right, better ideas or solutions are generated. So there we have it. Don't forget in point forms. May give the business a competitive advantage if unique solutions or ideas are implemented. Management or employees may keep up with fast-changing technology, which might lead to increased market share. Full sentences, full sentences. Don't just leave it, I don't know, management or employees may keep up, then you leave it there. It's a vague sentence, so you need to write in full. Right, 3.4, explain the initiatives that businesses can take to address socioeconomic issues. Again, the action verb is what? Is explain. We're explaining the initiatives, right? What are those initiatives? Providing quality goods and services to people, again, in point form. Right, and full sentences, ensuring that the production process has no negative impact on the environment. Donate equipment and products to non-profit organizations and other needy groups. Right, now we're doing question 3.5. It says, suggest ways in which businesses can create an environment that enables teams to work effectively. Again, we look at the action verb, suggest ways. Also, you're explaining higher order thinking. Right. The business should listen to employees when they share ideas, full sentence, in point form. Make important decisions through a process of teamwork. Rewards and mistakes must be viewed as opportunities to learn and grow. Acknowledge the strengths of employees rather than being threatened by them. I hope you can see how easy this is. Remember, I said to you, look at the action verb just so you can be able to answer the questions correctly accordingly by looking at the action verb, and you look at the mark allocation and you write in bullet points, or in point form rather. So we've come to the end of our lesson. From me, Ms. Maboa, I say goodbye.